Hello, my name is Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 40 of my 1 Billion Iron Ingot challenge in Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I'm going to set up yet another way to make iron ingots, but first let's take a look at our progress. So right now, I have 961 million iron ingots. In just about 24 hours, I will hit the 1 billion marker, so that is pretty fantastic news. So today, I am going to set up another system to make iron ingots. However, I'm not going to make it very big because it's actually kind of pointless for me to do so. I am going to be using the mod Industrial Foregoing to produce these iron ingots today, so let's get started with that. So first off, I am going to be using my mob factory here from the mod Woot to actually do this today. So before I can actually get started on the system, I need to add some perks to this factory so that I can get what I need out of it. So I'm going to be adding these tumbling doll of flesh perks to my factory, and that will actually allow it to generate liquid meat, which I will need for my production facility today. So what I want to do, or what I need to do, is I need to remove one of these perks. So let's go ahead and remove the head start perk, which kind of looks like a plant almost. So let's go ahead and do that. That would be right here. So let's remove that. Let's put this perk slot back. And then what I need to do is I need to add the tier 1 perk, and then the tier 2 perk, and then the tier 3 perk on top of that. So if I come around here and click on this, I actually need to do it a second time. I don't know why it doesn't update immediately, but as you can see here, I have the Tumbling Doll of Flesh 3 perk, which is compatible with the mod Industrial Foregoing, which is actually pretty fantastic of Woot to do this. And this allows me to produce liquid meat from this farm. Now, I've actually had this perk installed in this mob factory before, and you can see that because I actually already have a simple black hole tank of pink slime, and I have a supreme black hole unit tank of the liquid meat, which I will be using today. So that's pretty fantastic. So what I'm going to be doing today is, let's take a look at the recipe here. So if we take a look at the iron ore and we right click it, we can go to the Industrial Foregoing machine, and that is down here, the washing factory. If we combine iron ore with liquid meat, we will get raw ore meat, and then we can send that to a fermentation station, and then we can send that to a fluid sieving machine and get this iron grit here, and then we can actually go ahead and furnace that up for iron ingots. So actually, I do need to grab a couple of things here. So let me grab something to actually furnace this up because I don't have that with me. So an ultimate smelting factory will do nicely. That will take a second to craft up. I also need to grab some sand, and I should be able to automatically make sand with my ME system here. So let me grab this. And I totally forgot I needed sand here, but we have some sand, and I do have a way to make sand. It's not the greatest way to make sand. I have essence that's from the mod, and now I can't even remember what mod it's from, Mystical Agriculture, that I can actually make sand with. So let's grab another export bus because I will need that, and I will need a crafting card as well, and some acceleration cards for that. So that should be all right. So let's actually kind of build this system almost in reverse here. So I actually need my enriching factory. Not enriching factory, my smelting factory. And I already had 22 of these made up. It's because I had this tab over here on the craftable rather than what I actually have, so that was dumb on my part. So I'm actually going to have... So like I said, I'm going to build the system kind of in reverse. So I'm going to have my fluid sieving machines here. I'm going to have my fermentation stations here. And then my washing factories here. These washing factories actually need to have the iron ore input into them. So actually, I'm probably going to need more export buses. So let's grab a few more export buses here. And I don't actually think I need 3 more, but whatever. Let's just go ahead and grab them anyways. So these export buses, let's do out of the sides here, maybe. Yeah, the sides will work perfect, I think. So we are going to export iron ore into these. I probably don't need more than 1 acceleration card in these, because I don't think these will be super fast. But I could be wrong about that. I've never used this system before. So we do need to hook this up to the ME system. And I do have ME system up here, so let's go ahead and run this over. And then anything we need hooked up, we can just run straight down like this. And I do have plenty of channels here, so that is not going to be a problem. So we should have iron ore coming into here. I do need to go ahead and get power, and I do have power down here somewhere. So let's just go ahead and run this straight across. And then we can do this. Is that my washing factory? That is the last machine down there. And we do have iron ore in there, so that's pretty fantastic. So let's grab the ultimate universal cable and run that like so. And this should connect up to the advanced universal cable that I used earlier for this system. And that kind of dates this system to one of the first things I built here at the what I would call new base here. So I do need liquid meat into these machines, so let's go ahead and set that up. So I have ultimate mechanical pipe, and we need to run that out of here. So let's connect this up first. Let's grab the configurator, and this needs to be on configure items works. I did not even think about that happening. So that's kind of a bummer because I just wasted a lot of pink slime by doing that. And I actually should have just hooked it back up to this and tried to reinsert it back into the black hole unit here. So what I actually need to do here is I need to do this side first. And then we can disconnect this side. And we should have a bunch of liquid meat in there. And if we grab the ultimate mechanical pipe, we should be able to run it straight over. I don't think I have need of any more fluids, but I do need to put sand into the fluid sieving machine. So I need the top to be accessible here. So what I can do is let's go ahead and run it sideways like this. And that should work okay. So what I need to do now with the washing factory is I need to I need it in the washing factory. I hooked up the wrong machine there. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. Sorry, that was just dumb. I have it hooked up right over here. So as we can see, we do have the raw ore meat here. We do need to have that output be pushed to the right, which will be into the fermentation station. Do I need anything else? I did not. Okay, so let's see here. I didn't even know this had this right here. So what we can do is we can actually change the production value here. Just some of the production values actually need a catalyst. I don't have ether gas around here. I totally could use this as a ×5 because I do have some ether gas. It's just not near here. So let's just do the ×2 rate. And okay, so I see what's going on here. So this seal, basically this stops accepting fluid once it gets to whatever rate you set the seal rate to, and then it will actually ferment based on the production value you have set over here. So let's go ahead and set this output to be to the right because that's where it needs to go, and that will be into the fluid sieving machine. So now I need to do the outputs for these guys over here. So let's tell this to output to the, or push to the left. Let's tell this output to push to the left as well. And then let's go ahead and set this as, let's set this as ×3 because I can upgrade the speed here. Let's get rid of some stuff we don't need right now. I don't need these head start perks. I am going to need these, but that's not important just yet. I will need another crafting card while I'm thinking about it. And yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the speed upgrade if I remember. Let's get 2 of these. Actually, I probably need more than 2. These do take just a little while to craft. And let's just go ahead and get more of them. Let's get 4. So we have 1 made. So what we need to do is we can throw these into these machines to speed them up, and that'll speed them up considerably. Let's go ahead and seal when we have one bucket, because, yeah, why not? And as you can see, this is a lot slower than this one, which is only 5 seconds. But yeah, whatever. So let's grab these speed upgrades now that we have a few of them. We definitely need a speed upgrade here because this is a slow process. So as you can see, that ETA went way down. If we kick this back out, yeah, it goes down considerably. I'm not sure if I'm going to need the speed upgrades in the fluid sieving machine. So let's not worry about that one right now. And let's go ahead and set up the sand export here. So we can just do this, and then we can export sand in the top here. Let's do a crafting card with 3 acceleration cards in each one of these. And we should have sand in here. Wait, why are we getting... let's go ahead and disable the top here. Okay, yeah, that's what we need to do. We do need to disable the top here, and then pull that sand out. Let's get rid of the sand now because we don't need it. And this should make iron grit. And then that iron grit needs to be pushed over to this machine right here. So push and then push. And that should be able to be smelted into iron ingots. So that's pretty fantastic. Let's go ahead and set down the Supreme Black Hole unit right here. And we do need to go ahead and tell this to eject out the top side here, output. We do need this to be input from the left and right, eject on. And then we do need to use a storage bus here. I guess we don't super need to. It's not like I'm going to actually be producing any real amount of iron ingots here, but whatever. So I'm going to set this to a negative priority. That way the MA system doesn't try to insert items into this Supreme Black Hole unit, but because of the storage bus, it will be able to see these iron ingots. And as you can see, this system isn't really going to be that productive. Let's go ahead and hit this button just to speed things up a little bit. And I also do want to add some muffling upgrades. So let's go ahead and do that. And that should quiet the machine down a little bit. I do want to add some speed upgrades here. So let's get those going. I totally thought I crafted more of those than just 4, but apparently not so much. So, as you can see, actually, we are getting plenty of this liquid meat here. So that's pretty fantastic. Let's see if this value is actually going up or down. It does appear to be going up, even with my speed upgrades in the washing factories. So we are never going to run out of meat from this system. That's definitely one of the holding back elements of this system, is that if I were to make this system bigger, I would need more of these Woot factories because I would not be producing enough liquid meat pretty quickly. But right now, I am producing plenty of liquid meat, so that's pretty good to see. I definitely do need these speed upgrades, though, so let's grab those. Let's get rid of stuff we don't need, which is practically everything right now. And I totally forgot these speed upgrades do not stack. So let's add speed upgrade there, speed upgrade here. I don't think I need speed upgrades for this. No, I don't. So I think that is going to be a pretty good system here. Let's see over here. Actually, I definitely should set the other one to ×3 as well, because this is not the bottleneck in the system. Actually, it might be. I'm not entirely sure, because this seems to be the bottleneck in the system, especially at the ×3 rate. Maybe it is at the ×2 rate as well. It does seem to be. So let's go ahead and set this to the ×3 rate. Might as well, because it's not the bottleneck. The ×3 rate just makes it just take a lot longer. So I think that is a pretty good system. I didn't even realize I'd be able to triple my ore here. I thought it was just a doubling process. But this fermentation station actually offers quite a bit of different options here. And you know what? I didn't even think about this. I have pink slime right here. Why would I not set this to ×4? Why not try it? So yeah, let's go ahead and try that. So I do have the basic mechanical pipe for that. So let's just grab that. I'm not sure how much of the basic mechanical pipe I have made up, which is actually 0, but that's not a big deal. Can make this stuff pretty quickly. So let's set these to ×4. Might as well. Because I have the pink slime laying around. And I think the problem is these are going to want to connect once I place this down. Yeah. So that is not what we want. Maybe if I go ahead and insert this in the back. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and insert the pink slime in the back. And I do want to disconnect some of these machines here. I didn't even think about that. Well, that's kind of a problem. Let's not do the washing factories. And whoops, I didn't mean to do that either. So washing factory, come back. And I probably just burned a bunch of my raw ore meat, but that's not super a problem. And my fermented ore meat, but that's, yeah, not a problem. You know what? I'm not sure that these other machines here are ever going to run out of fluid, so I'm not even going to worry about disconnecting the ones I don't want connected. And let's just see if this will work without doing that. Or would I... you know what? I'm going to do this differently just yet. So let's go ahead and do this. That way I don't even have to worry about it. Connect there, and then let's run the pink slime just down. Yeah, this is not going to be pretty, but whatever, it should work. Okay, so that advanced mechanical pipe is going to be an issue. Yes, it is. Do I have any other options with this advanced mechanical pipe in particular? You know what? Let's just kind of elbow this over. I think my aqueous accumulator should still work, even if I take that side right there. So yeah, that should be okay. Let's go ahead and get the basic mechanical pipe here. And pink slime this up. And then we should be able to connect it up. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. There. And so and I connected to the wrong thing. My goodness. Yeah. And I did it on both sides too. So let's get back here. And let's actually connect it to the right machine. Should be this right here. So as we can see, this should allow me to do the ×4 rate because we do have the pink slime in this catalyst tank. And yeah, it should only take 40 seconds with the upgrade here. And because it's multiplying this by 4, I think the fluid sieving machine might still be the bottleneck here. So I do need to go ahead and re-output this to the fluid sieving machine. And yeah, that should work. So I think that is a pretty good wrapping up point for today's episode. I didn't even realize that I would be able to ×4 my iron ore here into 4 iron ingots. But that is actually pretty fantastic. Definitely good, something good to learn there. And yeah, it's a pretty interesting system. It's not actually very complicated. The complicated part is getting the liquid meat, and already having the Woot factory here is obviously essential to that. You can do this manually with the Industrial Foregoing machines alone. If you have like an actual mob farm, you can get the pink slime and the liquid meat from, I forget what the machine's called. Let me look this up real fast. It's either it might be the mob crusher. I think it's the mob crusher, or it's the mob slaughter factory. It's one of these two, and I'm not 100% sure which one. But anyways, one of these machines, when they kill mobs, they give liquid meat and pink slime. So that's how you can set an actual mob farm up. I prefer the Woot Factory here just because it actually produces a lot more liquid meat and pink slime with the Tumbling Doll of Flesh 3 perks. As we can see, we do already have a lot of pink slime. We also have a lot of liquid meat in these pipes here. That may not look like a lot, but these ultimate mechanical pipes do hold lots of liquid on their own. And they are about a third or a fourth full at this point. So yeah, this system will produce iron ingots, not at a super fast rate, but they will produce iron ingots. As we can see, I already have 363 iron ingots from this system. So yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. And if you enjoy watching automation type stuff in modern Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. Also, my next episode will likely be the finale of this series. I'm actually thinking about doing a little bonus content with this series because someone suggested that I actually fill up a black hole unit of iron ingots, and actually that wouldn't take too long, to be honest. So I might do that as well. So anyways, signing off. I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.